let's go ahead and create a Google Ads account. So first thing, you'd go ahead and go to ads.google.com and either sign in or click on Get Started to be able to create a Google account. If you already have a Gmail or a Google account, you can simply click on Sign In, fill out the form, fill out the billing details, and eventually land on this screen over here where you have the option to create a new campaign. Now, before we jump on to creating any sort of campaigns, the first thing that we're going to do is set up tracking. And the reason that we set up tracking is because we want to be able to assess what part of the campaign or what ad groups or what is working and obviously converting and what is not working. So you go ahead, click on the tools and settings, click on the conversions over here, and then click on this plus sign. Now you got a few options. You can either set these conversions up here directly, or you can import them from your Google Analytics property if you set them up as goals in Google Analytics, or if you set them up as events. You can simply choose this option here to import them into your Google AdWords. I'm going to go ahead and click on this website because I want to be able to show you how you'd set up tracking the first time around. So let's say, for an example, if somebody goes on to the employers page and fills this form out, I want to be able to track that as conversion. So I'd go back, click on website conversion, click on some pre-created options, and click on the most appropriate one, in my case being the submit lead form. Now, I don't know what the value of each lead would be. I don't know if they'll convert into customers or not. So I'm going to go ahead and say don't use a value for this conversion action, because I'm not sure what that lead is going to be worth. I'm going to count every lead that comes in as a conversion because it's a form fill, and every form fill will most likely be unique. And then I'm going to look at the click-through conversion window. So click-through conversion window is basically, a person may interact with your ad on, say, day 1, and then day 5 they go ahead, look at your website once again, and then on day 9 they may go ahead and fill out that form. So the click-through conversion window in my case would be 9 days. So for the sake of sanity, or just for the sake of just capturing everyone that's interacted with the ads in the last 30 days, we would capture them and we would mark them as converted. So obviously I'm going to go ahead and select 30 days. Now sometimes you may be a type of business that that has a very long time to conversion. The customers take a while before they convert, and so 90 days or 60 days may be a more appropriate option for you. From a perspective of view through conversion windows, so the view through conversion window is when a person has seen your ad on Google Ads but obviously hasn't clicked it, but later on they go on to your website, they find your website through some other means and then eventually convert. You want to be able to track those as well. So you want to be able to see if they had seen your ad somewhere else, and whether eventually, without clicking that ad obviously, and there's some other way they were able to convert on your site as well. Now that impression or that ad that they saw that they didn't click also played a certain role in them converting over a longer period of time. Now the best way to get this view through conversion window here, or what to mark, is through a attribution report in Google Analytics under the time lag. So if a customer takes 10 days to convert, you would obviously mark that as 2 weeks. If they take 30 days to convert, you'd obviously mark that as 30 days, and so on and so forth. In my case, I'm just going to leave it to 1 day, which is the default option. Whenever somebody converts through this conversion, you want to be able to show that in the conversion column, so have that as checked. And attribution model, we're going to leave that as last click. We'll go into a bit of detail about this attribution models in the advanced part of the course. So I'm going to click on create and continue. I'm going to just rename that, and once I've done that, Google will now give me options to set up the tag. Now if you already have Tag Manager set up, you can simply use the Tag Manager to be able to create your conversion tracking. So just quickly on that front, you can head on to your Google Tag Manager, go to tags, click on a new tag, select the tag configuration, and use the Google Ads conversion tracking. and then having the conversion ID, label value, and so on and so forth. However, if you're not using the tag manager, then obviously you'd have to install this tag yourself onto the site, or you'd have to email the tag to your developer to be able to do that. So once you've done that, you click on finish and click on done, and then obviously you would see that your conversion will show up over here. So the first thing that you want to be able to do is you want to be able to sit down, run through every type of conversions that can happen on this website. So whether that is login or enrollments, or whether that's people going to courses, or people filling out forms, or people clicking on your social profiles, and so on and so forth. So have a tracking plan, which I covered as a part of the Google Tag Manager course. Have detailed map of what you want to be able to track and what is a conversion for you, and then go ahead and define those as a part of either the Google Tag Manager or a part of as a conversion actions on your Google AdWords console.